Have you ever seen an owl and just been completely mesmerized by the way it moves? There's something so mysterious, so otherworldly about them. And one of the most iconic, almost supernatural things they do is that incredible head turn. You've probably heard they can spin their heads all the way around, a full 360 degrees, like something out of a horror movie. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but the truth is almost as amazing. Owls can actually rotate their heads up to 270 degrees in either direction. That's 3/4 of a full circle. So, if you're standing directly behind an owl, it can turn its head around and look you straight in the eye without moving its body at all. Pretty cool, right? But it also raises a big question. How on earth do they do that? And more importantly, why? If we humans tried to twist our necks that far, we'd be in a world of hurt. We'd tear muscles, dislocate vertebrae, and cut off blood flow to our brains. So, what's the owl's secret? Well, today we're diving deep into the incredible anatomy and biology of the owl to uncover the secrets behind their mind-bending, head-turning abilities. Trust me, it's a story of evolutionary genius. First, let's tackle the why. Why do owls need to turn their heads so far? The answer lies in their eyes. Owl eyes are massive. In some species, their eyes can take up to 50% of their entire head. To put that in perspective, our eyes take up a tiny fraction of our head space. These huge eyes are fantastic for gathering as much light as possible, which is essential for a nocturnal hunter. They work like built-in binoculars, giving owls incredible long-distance vision and the ability to spot a tiny mouse rustling in the leaves from high up in a tree. But there's a trade-off. Unlike our round, bowl-shaped eyeballs that can move around in their sockets, an owl's eyes are more tube-shaped. They're held in place by bony structures in the skull called sclerotic rings. This means owls can really roll their eyes or glance from side to side like we can. Their eyes are fixed in place, staring straight ahead. So, to look at something to their left or right, or even behind them, they have no choice but to turn their entire head. Their incredible neck flexibility isn't just a cool party trick, it's a fundamental necessity for their survival. It's how they scan their environment for predators, track fast-moving prey, and basically see the world around them. Okay, so we know why they do it. Now, for the truly mind-blowing part, how they do it. How do they perform these extreme rotations without causing catastrophic injury? This question puzzled scientists for a long time until a team of researchers from Johns Hopkins University decided to investigate. What they found was a series of brilliant biological adaptations that work together in perfect harmony. It's a masterclass in evolutionary design. Let's start with the skeleton. You might think that to have such a flexible neck, owls would need a lot more neck bones than we do. But here, as a fun fact, they have the same number of neck vertebrae as most mammals, including us, humans, and even giraffes. In contrast, our vertebral arteries fit quite snugly within our vertebrae, leaving very little wiggle room. But that's not all. The owl's circulatory system has another incredible trick up its sleeve. The main arteries in an owl's neck, the carotid arteries, are located closer to the center of the neck, right near the axis of rotation. Imagine spinning a rope. If you hold it from the center, it spins easily. If you try to spin it from the edge, it gets tangled. By keeping these vital arteries close to the center, the owl minimizes the amount of stretching and stress they endure during a head turn. And here's where it gets even more brilliant. The scientists discovered that owls have a network of smaller vessels that connect the carotid and vertebral arteries. This creates a series of bypasses. If one route for blood flow gets temporarily pinched during an extreme head turn, the blood can simply be rerouted through another pathway to make sure the brain always gets the oxygen it needs. It's like having a built-in set of detour roads for your blood supply. Furthermore, they found something truly unique at the base of the owl's head. Their carotid arteries actually expand into special reservoir pouches right below the jaw. When the owl turns its head, these pouches can fill up with blood, creating a ready supply that can be fed to the brain while the circulation lower down the neck might be temporarily constricted. It's an ingenious solution, ensuring a constant, uninterrupted flow of blood, no matter which way the head is facing. So, let's recap the owl's incredible toolkit. First, they have double the number of neck vertebrae we do, giving them more flexibility. Second, the holes in these vertebrae are oversized, creating a protective cushion for their arteries. Third, their major arteries run down the center of the neck to minimize twisting. Fourth, they have a network of backup vessels that can reroute blood if the main path is blocked. And finally, they have blood reservoirs at the base of the head to ensure the brain never runs out of fuel. It's a multi-layered system of safeguards that makes their 270-degree head turn possible. This amazing ability is a perfect example of how animals evolve specific traits to thrive in their environment. For the owl, being a silent, nocturnal predator means everything depends on sight and surprise. Their fixed, powerful eyes are their primary weapon, and their super flexible neck is the support system that makes those eyes so effective. Without it, they couldn't be the masters of the night that they are. They couldn't scan for prey from a perch, track a mouse scurrying through the undergrowth, or watch for danger approaching from behind. Every time you see a video or a picture of an owl looking over its own shoulder, you're not just seeing a quirky animal behavior. You're witnessing a marvel of biological engineering honed over millions of years of evolution. It's a beautiful, complex system that allows them to do what no other creature can. So the next time you hear a hoot in the night, take a moment to appreciate the incredible anatomy that makes that sound. Owner, one of the most fascinating and well-adapted predators on the planet. They are truly nature's head-turning wonders. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of owls. If you found this as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the wonders of the natural world. Let me know in the comments what animal you'd like me to cover next. See you in the next video.